Oh, I feel
I'm
better now,
proud of
yeah.
you for that.
Good. Wow, that was
Right.
terrible.
This might be. Are you recording now? Because I actually want to know. This
Yeah,
is
I
probably
think I
not a
just
good thing
sneezed as
for
I
a.
started the recording, so that's fun.
Oh, brilliant. Um, I was gonna ask you. I was trying to ask Piers this the other day. Really random question.
Oh no.
When you sneeze,
Oh.
do you have the choice of like holding it in the sense that you still sneeze but nothing comes out, or not?
What the hell do you mean?
Ah, no, maybe it is just a me thing. When I sneeze,
Yeah.
I can hold in a like as in no air goes through my nose. I just make the sneezy noise. I have the choice
So
of
like you
essentially
catch the
snot or
sneeze kind
not.
of thing.
Yeah, like I have the choice of to snot or to not snot.
Snot or not snot? I mean, I don't know that I mean, I can try and stop myself sneezing or like do like inside sneeze kind of thing where it's like quiet, if that makes sense. I guess maybe what I'm
Yeah,
saying is like what you're saying, but like I don't know if I have the.
I
It's
still
like a
make the sneezy
choice.
noise, but it's just not like as it's not a proper sneeze.
I don't know if I call it a choice because sometimes I don't have the choice.
See,
Sometimes the sneeze is just like I'm coming out and you're not stopping me, and I'm
yeah,
like, well,
occasionally
no,
I have it
no,
where I
please
really.
don't do it, and then it happens, and I'm like, oh, that's not
My thing
pretty.
is that if I hold in this, like if I do a reserved sneeze, as I'm gonna call it, then I need to sneeze more times. So sometimes it's better for me to just sneeze properly because then I'm not gonna keep sneezing. Does
You
this
have
make
a
any sense?
well, no, no. Honestly, it doesn't. Honestly,
I
I
Piers
feel
looked at me
confused.
like I was crazy when I was
Yeah, well, when
explaining
you
this
see
to
this, you're
him.
gonna see that I'm looking at you like you're crazy.
Maybe it's because I have allergies. I don't
I
know.
mean, I think I get what you mean. I think it's the way in which you're saying it, which just makes me
Okay.
think that you're weird. But like, that's
I just thought it'd be
standard.
kind of interesting to include because I want to know if I'm the only one who does that.
Well, hey, if you're out there and you're listening and you want to reassure Kat about her sneezing, get in touch. In the
What a
usual
great way
ways.
to stay the podcast. To
Yeah.
stay? To start the Oh, it's going to be one of those weeks.
Christ, every week is one of those weeks. Welcome to episode 22. I had to remember it. As I said it, I suddenly went, I don't know what episode we're on.
Oh shit, I forgot it's episode 22.
We're episode 20. Yeah, this is our last episode because, of course, we've done it now. We've completed it.
Wow.
We've done
We've
one for every year,
completed
but we're
life.
not. That's
Oh
not
no,
true.
no, because I'm turning 23 next month, so then we start up again.
Oh, yeah, no, we start again. Yeah. But it's just one. For the whole year, that's it. Just one. And then we'll just do one a year. No, that's not going to happen. That's it.
Can you
That would
imagine?
never work.
If we do keep this going, I doubt we'll keep this going for like 10 years, but it would be really cool to like
Rude.
to watch us age.
What,
You know
you
what I
want to
mean?
still
Like,
be doing this with me in 10 years? Rude.
I feel like if I'm working in London, I'm not gonna have the energy. No offense.
Then you'll have to leave and I'll have to find someone else. Look, okay, here's my thinking. I've managed to keep a full-time job, a streaming thing going.
Yeah, you're
Occasionally
so
I
on
make
it.
YouTube videos. I record this podcast, I edit the podcast, I make the clips.
I
You
don't
can
know how you do
definitely
it.
find time in your busy London life for our audience, Kat.
I will try my best, but all I'm saying is I have to manage the band who normally have gigs on Saturdays, and then, you know, if
Sorry. I'll take over.
you'll
I'll add
take
that
it.
to
So
my
then-
list of stupid things. I'll do another
Fucking
thing on
hell.
top. I'll manage a band. For fuck's sake. I
It's-
don't want that.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's fucking great. When you messaged me yesterday and you were like, I've put the songs in, I was like, fuck. And I said I was gonna add them in when I got back.
Mm.
I didn't. I added them in, so the band had 2 sets. I added them in between the 2 sets. That's how dedicated I am to the
Good,
podcast.
good. To be
So
honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of it was, look, I'm amazing. I added the songs to the playlist, and part of it was
was like
I have this
remind.
horrible feeling that you haven't even thought about this yet.
I truthfully hadn't. It went really quickly this week. Is that just me?
Oh no, massively.
I just felt like I sneezed and we were to the next week.
Did you properly sneeze though?
No,
Did you
I
have the choice
sneezed.
about the sneeze?
Fuck's sake, this is gonna be a thing now.
No, you said it, so.
Yeah, I
Speaking
don't
of
know why it went
what?
quickly.
Yeah, no, me neither. I didn't get it.
I don't know if it's because I've been busy. Have you been busy? I don't.
I feel like I'm always busy. It's the weird thing I realized. Okay, like in my mind, I don't do anything, but then I
Yeah.
realized that I do. I just don't count it as being something.
Yeah, no, it's so, and then it means you get so frustrated because you're like, why don't I have the energy to tidy my room or whatever it is? Like,
I mean,
and then you're like,
every week people must watch this and look behind my shoulder and be like, that mess is still there. It's like
yeah,
every week I get there and I look at it and I'm like, this is the week. Nothing happens.
yeah. It's just like, it's difficult. I think, like, I definitely the last few days have been I've been reflecting, trying to have a bit of a more healthy mindset in the sense that
Oh, I wish I could do that.
I was just fuck's sake. Yeah, cat kills depression by saying something. No, I'd been very hard on myself because with the band I'd been a lot more involved in the past, doing a lot. I felt like I'd been doing a lot more, and then recently I'm doing a master's. It's not like I'm in the summer before, when I was doing so much for the band, I was in the summer holidays of uni, and you have fuck all to do in summer holidays of uni. And balancing, a part-time job with that was easy, but balancing a master's dissertation and band managing, looking after the dogs, disabled dog as well. 2 disabled dogs actually, if you think about it. Just one of them's temporarily disabled, whereas the other one's permanently disabled.
How was the other one permanently disabled?
She's got arthritis. She's got a permanent limp.
Oh.
But it's actually a lot easier now because she was on medication, and now she gets an injection once a month. So
Nice.
I don't have to fuss around. But before it was like giving Pippin 14 pills a day and giving Peg 2 pills a day.
Mm-hmm.
It fucking adds up, and it's really like easy to be hard on yourself thinking I'm not doing enough. And I'd look around and the house would be a shithole, and I'm like, I don't have the energy to do this right now. And then I think it was, I'm gonna do a cheeky thing here, I think it was when I was signing my publishing contract.
Oh, I hope you could hear the eye roll there. I really hope you could hear that. Oh my god.
That I realised, hang on, like, the song that I helped Pierce out with is now, like, I'm signing a contract for, and that's just on top of, like, doing the podcast, doing the band managing, doing the uni work. It's just, I was like, why am I being so frustrated about the fact I've not tidied that pile of clothes in the bedroom? Like, why am I beating myself up over that?
We do quite a lot of stuff, we really,
Yeah.
both of us do. I feel like we both think, oh, we don't do anything, but like, if you were to take a diary of the things we do throughout the week, you'd be like, yeah, there's not a lot of time where you just sit there doing nothing. Like,
Yeah, it's...
I don't think that's the thing. So yeah, it's really easy to be too hard on yourself. And like, I mean, I just want to say, I feel kind of offended that there's been no contracts that's arrived for me so that I can sign as producer. But I'll let that slide. But no,
You
I
know,
agree.
Piers is pretty loose with these things. If you ask for 5%, he'd probably give it to you.
I feel like I could gain a songwriting credit on the whole album just by going, Piers, you know how I sent you a message that time?
Genuinely. It's that easy with him.
Oh my god.
Um,
But I agree because I say the last couple of weeks my air conditioning has not been working in my car.
oh no.
In fact, I said last couple of weeks.
2 months.
Well, it wasn't working when I came to visit you,
Oh,
and that had already been probably a week of it not working.
okay.
So
And that
basically,
was,
I
like,
went into
2
our
weeks
last heat
ago.
wave. I went into our last heat wave with no air conditioning in my car, no anything.
Do you drive much now though? Because obviously being in lockdown and you're working from home.
Oh,
or
I
you're going
somehow
in-
still drive places. I'll just do it.
Okay.
I just go for a drive sometimes. I'm the
Oh,
worst
that's
person.
nice.
I'm terrible.
You're ruining the environment.
I am. I mean, to be fair, it normally does involve some kind of errand or something. So
Yeah.
I normally combine these things. But yeah, like it's not been working, and I've spent the last few weeks trying to fix it every now and then. I've been like, I bought car parts and changed them and stuff. And on Monday, I changed the last bit. It was the last bit I had any faith in trying,
Yeah.
and it worked for like 10 seconds.
Oh,
It was there, it was working,
no.
and then it just kind of like died.
Wait, did you have to regas it?
No. Well, it's the whole thing. Like, there's no blower at all. There's no anything.
Oh.
Like, you turn, you can hear it clicking, but it just doesn't work. And
That's so annoying.
it died, and I'd been sat there, and my dad came out to look and give me a hand and stuff. And he was like, I think you're gonna have to take it to the garage and stuff.
No, oh, it's
I
so
was like, yeah.
expensive.
And I spent 15 minutes just sat there in my car, not moving, just like thinking. I was like so hard on it was the most sad thing. Like, you could have imagined there's some Adele playing in the background. I'm just sat there looking into the middle distance, like. But I felt so bad, and I was being so hard on myself, and I was like, why can't you fix a car? Why can't
Because
you do
you're
this?
not a
Why are you so
mechanic.
useless?
Because
I'm not
you're
a mechanic.
That's the answer.
I'm not a
Chris.
mechanic. I can't. There's a reason why I can't do it. I don't work with cars. I'm not expected to understand and be able to fix every small detail on it. Sometimes it's just not possible.
It's okay not to be an expert in everything.
Yeah, and I'm so harsh on myself. I was so
Yeah.
hard, and I really made myself feel like there's a point I was just trying to do one more. I just need to do one more thing, and I told myself, right, I'm gonna be nice to you for a few minutes because it feels like you need this to get through this mess. But the second this is done, I'm going back to calling myself a bastard. I'm like. There's like 2 minutes where I'm just there, and you can do it, you've got it, nice, well done. And the second I finished it, I was like, you're a fucking idiot. You're useless. Why can't you fix a car, you dumbass? But like, it's such an unrealistic expectation to just to have the expectation that you should be able to do something. And then,
Yeah.
You can't because realistically you're not a superhero. And I know I'm not. I don't. It's dumb because I didn't think I can definitely fix everything. I'm a genius. It was just like I'd read everything, I'd like looked for it, I'd researched it, I'd got the tools, I had everything there. I was like, I've done everything right. Why am I not getting the right thing at the end?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I never do anything anyway. And you realize after a while, hang on. You're being unnecessarily harsh on yourself, and like,
Completely, yeah.
and that's a weird thing, and normally I just carry on doing it. But this week I kind of caught myself. So I've kind of been doing my own sort of reflection, and yeah. But I agree. We've had a similar journey this week in some way.
I'm glad you you just came to that realization. Also, just as a side note, the people who are watching on YouTube would have seen that about halfway through your your TED talk. I got an email through saying submission for your dissertation, and so my face was like, bleh. It was like, hang on, listen to what Chris is saying. It's all gonna be okay. Positive mindset. Positive
I love how
mindset.
it's the immediate test to our positive mindset.
Yeah,
Immediately.
genuinely, that was like perfect moment to receive that, like, bit of fear. And there's that one bastard on the course who goes, it's 7 weeks to deadline, it's 6 weeks to deadline, fuck
I
off.
hate those people. They're the people that I kind of wish evil upon them. You know, I know you're not meant to wish bad on people, but I just look at them and I think, if you came to some kind of unfortunate situation, would that be a bad thing?
Sorry, friend.
Yeah, sorry, friend.
Oh god.
Sorry,
yeah.
back to you. But yes, you're
Oh no,
yeah,
no, not back to me. I just wanted to slip that in where
No,
my face suddenly dropped when you were talking, and it wasn't anything you said. It was just the like, shit.
I mean, I basically just took over your thing because I was like, hey, here's a thing I did. But
No, that like was it's exactly how I was feeling, and I think it's something to just even getting through the days at the moment. We're still in this adjustment period of like, we're not in lockdown, but it sort of feels we're not. I don't feel like anyone is living the life that they were before lockdown.
No.
I don't know if you've got massive plans on what we were going to talk about.
Oh no, just I mean,
But
I didn't have plans. I mean, there are things that would be good to talk about. I have a few places to go.
I wanted to talk to, sorry, I was being stupid. I was gonna say about wedding dress shopping. Actually,
yes, absolutely, go for it.
And I was thinking, because I've got a rule that no boys/men are allowed to see my dress, but you are a bridesmaid.
You're not a boy.
You're not a boy.
You're not a man.
So I was thinking I could always send you some photos and we could have a live reaction.
Do it. Go for it.
So there's like, okay, I'm gonna try and do this off of Facebook without having to stop my recording.
Whilst you're doing it,
you could fill in if you've got a.
I was just gonna say that it's a weird feeling as someone who in their mind is like, I was asked how old I was yesterday when I went to Tesco, and there's a woman who said, oh, you're giving out free samples of stuff, and it was like Iron Brew or something.
Okay.
And so it's just like, oh, can I just ask how old you are? And I stopped for, I would say, about 10 seconds. I was like, 22. Because in my mind, I was like, 17, no, 18, no, 19, no, 20, no, 22. And like, so for me, my mind is like a, teenage life, which is disgusting and horrible, and I want to leave it because I hate teenage life. But for someone who's stuck in that mindset, for one of your best friends to be saying, I just bought a wedding dress, it's like, right.
Panic.
Okay. We're at
panic.
that point in our lives, are we? Okay. I
feel like I took some speed on the way.
yeah. So just to, I mean, 22, and if you like what you see, ladies, hit me up. It'd be apparently I'm really far behind, so if anyone wants to come,
it's different for blokes as well. Yes, I just call you a bloke because you've not got, like, if you want to have kids, that's essentially what I'm talking about. As a woman, you kind of have to think about that pretty early on because like fertility decreases every year. Every second your fertility is decreasing. just to panic a few of you.
Great. Happy Sunday one.
Sorry. But no, it's something that I genuinely am terrified of, but guys don't have that issue. You can still be pumping one out till you're 90.
Yes, biologically, yes, we're always ready. But
I'm not saying men don't have fertility issues or people.
No, I was just thinking about like old guys who end up
issues.
being dads at like the age of 70. I'm like, oh, maybe you should have fertility stopping at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not right. But
sorry.
Go on. No, go on.
It's a bit of a tangent.
Oh, okay. I forgot what I was going to say about I was just going to say, yeah. I mean, even though you don't have that worry, mentally it's like my friends are getting my friends are at the point where they're getting married now. What? Where has it all gone wrong for me? Like, how do did I forget to relationship somewhere? Did I?
Did
What's
I forget
happened?
to do that?
Where did it go wrong? So again, ladies, hit me up. And let's get through our mental crises together.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
that
the
sounds
advertisement
great.
I'm going for this
Sorry,
week. You wanna
my
come together and be mentally unwell together? Hit me up. Right, go.
my tangent was, there's this new drug coming out about. Wait, is it a drug or is it injection? About men's fertility, not fertility, like contraception, male contraception.
Oh, I think is that still like I thought it was just still in like
It
trialing it
it
and stuff.
I think it's due to come out next year. I might be wrong.
Oh,
Um, yeah. So they're like, I just can't imagine. I don't think I'd trust. Not in a funny way. If I was having a one night stand, um, this, like completely hypothetical, obviously. If I was having a one night stand, I don't think I would trust the guy who said, "Don't worry about contraception. I'm taking a pill, or I'm not able to produce kids." I wouldn't. I'd be like, "Fucking bag it, mate, bag it."
yeah, it's sad actually because I think it's a perfectly valid feeling, and that's really quite sad to admit. That I mean, it goes kind of goes to the heart of like women and their relationship with men generally, and a kind of distrust, not a misplaced distrust by any means, perfectly valid distrust of like men because there are problematic men out there. Um,
Yeah,
it would be a I can see it being a perfectly valid fear for women. I don't like that that's the thing. But
yeah, for
that
sure.
kind of means that as a man, it's my I need to do my bit to change that because
Yeah.
let's not let a few bad apples ruin it. I say a few bad apples. I mean it's quite a lot of bad apples, but what I'm saying is, if you think you're a good guy, don't say it. Do something about it. There you go. Um,
So I've sent you the photos now.
well, that's okay.
Terrifying.
Well, good to know that that feeling is not. That's got worse, if anything. The feeling of what the fuck has just got immensely worse because what the hell?
So, okay. Firstly, you've got to ignore the boob situation because with the dress,
In the boob
essentially.
situation.
Oh, I'm just getting more lace because I feel like my dad might have a heart attack at this
Oh,
current.
okay, down the center kind of thing.
The dress is obviously I've got quite big bahongas, and
I mean, I think it looks fine. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I can see where your dad might.
I just think on my wedding day I don't really want people staring at my tits, so like
Understandable.
I just like
They
want a
can always
little
stare
bit
at
to
mine if
cover
they
that
like
up.
instead.
And you might be confused because one of them, there's a picture of me with sleeves, but the dress
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have sleeves. They are sleeves from another dress that are detachable, and I'm going to get sleeves added. Big spoilers.
Feel weirdly emotional.
Oh,
I'm just like, oh, that's yeah. I mean,
it's a dress.
I, yeah. Okay. All right. I. This is a live reaction to when your best friend's getting married and
Words.
you're like, oh shit, this is real now. Um,
I'm
I mean,
glad you're having this reaction.
you look beautiful in it, of course. Don't
Oh,
let
thanks,
obviously
babe.
that's just that goes without saying. I'm just
Do you know what? I'm so glad you're having this reaction because when I was trying the dress on, it was not a feeling of oh the fuck I'm like getting married to Piers. It was the oh fuck I'm getting married. It wasn't like a bad thing. It was just a
oh yeah, you could be getting married to anyone and I'd be having this moment.
yeah. It was just like not like a detached feeling. It was just What, you know, do you ever have one of those moments where it's like a really important moment in your life and it's so overwhelming you sort of like disconnect for a moment and you're like, fuck.
Yes, often.
Yeah, it was a bit like that, and so people are expecting you to be like maybe saying, oh, I'm so happy, this, I feel so wonderful in this dress, and I was just there like, ha ha, I'm getting married.
It's like, yeah, like that's just what I basically the me inside my brain, which, as I've said, thinks I'm 17, is like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, I was
what?
thinking more
Because
15.
like I have to actually like
Be at a wedding.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed.
I love that.
I have no words. That's
That's okay. That's how I felt.
best friend gets broken by pictures of a friend in
Brilliant.
wedding dress.
Brilliant. You know what? It would have been funny if I debated bringing you, but I wasn't sure.
Fuck
what
that, the podcast wouldn't be happening today. I'd still be a mess. A shivering mess on the floor. Does I know what?
The thing is, I was only allowed to take 3 people, and I wasn't sure what the situation with, you know, getting dressed and stuff like that. I thought it could end up being a bit awkward. Do you know? Did I tell you this? Did I say this in one of the last podcasts about the process of getting a wedding dress?
No, I don't think you did. I don't think you
like
did
I
at
had.
all.
You're pretty naked. You have knickers on, but you're pretty naked with a person there sorting you out, getting you dressed. That's
I'm just
quite
thinking
rude.
about how I would have coped if I was there. I think I might have just ended up going, "Yas, queen, yas," and like,
You white bitch.
yeah, that would have been me.
I've lost it.
Yas, queen, you got it. Shake that ass.
I'm trying not to cry because I've got dark eye makeup on and I don't want to look like a member of Kiss. I just...
You go, girl. Go slay. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, let's just carry on.
Oh, God, I don't think I can. I think we should end that section. I keep trying to stop myself thinking about the image of you being there. Oh no. And this is why, if a man had to see me naked that wasn't Pierce would probably choose you. He definitely would choose you.
Of a minute there, like, oh, look at those tits.
You're like, yes, yes. It's the way you're saying it as well. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
It's the worst bit of podcast I've ever done. I'm so sorry if you're listening to this. I really am. I'm sorry. Like, it's been 5 minutes straight of us falling apart. Kat's dying now. That's it. She's not making it to the wedding. We've killed her because of the pure image of me.
The best bit is I've got the image of me pretty much naked as well. It's not as bad for you because you haven't seen me naked, so you
That's the
don't
worst
get an
thing.
accurate image of that.
In my mind's eye, it's like I'm looking at the situation. You're like stood very close to like, so you're just like a black silhouette, like
Okay,
very close
okay.
to the thing. And we're looking past you and me, just going, "Yes, Queen, come on!" And I'm just, oh my god.
Could you be more white?
Well, hey, look, seeing as we're going down the avenue of fuck ups that I've done, let's talk about how I ignored Jordan McCamper.
Oh yeah. I should have waited until we were recording to fucking tell you that you're a moron. I can't laugh anymore. I can't. It will genuinely, like, my asthma is not coping right now.
No, hold it together. We can do this. Yes.
I love how you.
Um,
Yes, Queen.
Okay. So, I made a clip last week because I thought that Kat was just making it up about what Jordan McCamper said, and so I made a clip, and
You were hoping you would see it. Come on.
I was hoping he would see it, but I didn't think anything would come of it. You know, I was thinking that we get a like,
Okay.
and I'd be like, "Oh, that's good. Like, that's made him smile." But I haven't really checked Instagram in a couple of days. Like I get the clips ready to go, and it just happens, and I just kind of disengage from it all and go and do one of the other 10 things that I could do. Jordan McCamper replied to that
He
clip.
did. And I replied to him
oblivious.
within seconds.
I had no idea. I wouldn't have known. I could have started this, but if you hadn't said this morning, I would not have known.
I thought you were just panicking about what to say, and I thought, oh, he'll reply in a couple of hours. And then I looked and I was like, you've still not replied.
No. So the Jordan McCamper, the real Jordan McCamper, the verified on Instagram blue tick Jordan McCamper, replied to the shitty clip that I make in my bedroom and said,
Oh my god, Chris, we've just had a chat about being self-depreciating. Come on. Don't make me Yas Queen you. Just fucking...
Sorry. The awesome clip that I make in my bedroom. I posted it on our banging Instagram, and Jordan McCamper swooped in on that, and he was like, "Damn, son, this is some good content. I love what you've done with this." And I'm like, "Man, you got it." Oh my god. If I wasn't exhausted right now, I'd be laughing. So Jordan McCamper says, "I definitely mentioned how cool you were. A friend of Coldplay is a friend of mine." Kat replies, 3 hearts, very standard. What does Chris do? Chris has no idea this is happening. Chris is off doing some other bullshit, whatever it is that happens to be.
Chris is scheduling trains.
Scheduling trains and feeling in
Yas
pain.
Queen.
And so yeah, Kat told me about that this morning. I had a minor meltdown while in bed. And then gave the most underwhelming response of
Oh, you responded.
shocked emoji and "you are incredible," because I didn't know what else to say. I was broken. I was
You've
broken by
taken
the
this
shit concepts.
fangirl job very seriously, haven't you? You've not even... There's not an out... not even an ounce of you that has remained cool.
No, of course it fucking hasn't. Because as I've said, the awesome clip that I make in my bedroom for this podcast, which, you know, is a thing I do on like a Sunday/Monday. Like, I think, oh, how am I going to promote the podcast this week? What can I do? You know, the clips that I post and type it up and have to think of hashtags, give up, and then make such hashtags as, for example, on this one, you've got a couple, and then hashtag random hashtag I got nothing. All of these are hashtags that I put on our fucking clips.
I noticed on TikTok, it made me smile. You put like "love her though" or something like something cute.
I do. Sometimes they're cute, sometimes they're weird, sometimes they're dumb. What's this one? Here we go. Look, the aircon in my car died. That's a hashtag. Did you listen yet? Listening is free. Loving is easy. Messy room, don't care. What is a hashtag anyway? That's just one that I did at some point. So, that's the scale of the awesome podcast clips that I make. And the Jordan McCamper replies and says,
one and only.
The Jordan McCamper, blue ticked Jordan McCamper replies, I definitely mentioned how cool you are. Am I fangirling hard? Yes, of course I am. I don't understand. Yes, queen.
Why did we do that at the same time? Before we move off of Jordan McCamper, even though we talk about him in every episode,
because he is awesome.
Because we love him.
Why don't we just rename ourselves as the Jordan McCamper
the
Fangirl
Jordan
podcast?
Yes, I rate that. I've been doing live streams of my workouts, and for some reason, Jordan McCamper is just the best music to, like, his music is the best to work out to. You wouldn't think it because it's soulful and it's chill, but actually, when you're not, like, when you're running, you probably want something with a faster tempo so it, like, keeps you going. But when you're doing, like, a core workout, you then focus on your breathing a bit more, and, like, it's just spot on. So now when I have a couple thousand creeps watching, they're also like subliminally like taking on Jordan McCamper. So, like, if you get some creeps listening to you, you know where they came from. All me.
Oh my god.
Credits
Jesus.
to me. Not that he needs the streams.
Never say that. Again, we're clearly broken little fangirls, so look, it's yet another week where we say, hey, Jordan McCamper, by the way, we still love you.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying how cool I was, and I'm broken. You've broken me, so thanks. Thanks for that.
I feel like I could edit all the stuff you say and make it really sound really creepy. I was in bed and
you
I
don't
just got
need to edit it. You can just post it as it is. As it is, it's already weird enough. I
was so gonna
no
make a joke, but I don't want to
control yourself.
I feel
okay.
Uncomfortable. I will control myself. What the fuck have you been doing? I didn't actually say words then. It's
I thought you were gonna just let it pass, and it was like you did, and then you remembered what was happening, and you were like, "No, I'm not taking this."
What the fuck have you been doing this podcast?
Oh my god!
You have not kept it together, and you know I'm weak. You know I'm weak. Why would you do this to me?
Because I also am weak. It's a mutual thing. We're both weaklings together in this mess. Oh my god.
The best bit is I thought I looked quite nice at the beginning of this podcast. Now I look dishevelled. I look like I've had sex in a bush, if I'm honest. This episode is just going to be me taking pleasure in you dying and then the roles reversing.
You can't say that. You can't. Oh my god.
I just did. What are you going to do about it,
How am
bitch?
I meant to stay calm? How am I possibly meant to control myself when you say something like that? I'd like to assure any audio listeners that Kat did not have sex in a bush.
How do you know?
I'd like to assure any audio listeners that I have not had sex in a bush. So at least half the podcast is...
No, I've never had sex in a bush, I can assure you that.
Never yet.
We have covered a lot in this podcast.
It's a fucking mess. Should we go on to the music?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Right. Can I start us off? Because I...
Sorry.
It's the exhaustion. It's just, right, let's get this over with. We were saying about you curing depression with just saying something. I don't know if you've cured my depression, but you've
suspended it.
You've done a good job for this last hour of my life, so thank you. Shall we start with a queen?
Yes.
Can we start by talking...
Shut the fuck up.
No, I was doing so well, I controlled myself. Shall we start with a queen and talk about
Smooth.
Purge the Poison by Marina?
Brilliant, yeah. So, oh my god, I thought that was the dog pisses on the floor.
Oh my god, what?
Fucking hell, because of my headphones. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Why is he on the floor?
Because he didn't want to get in shot.
That wouldn't be a problem. Steve walked in once.
Steve walks in a lot.
Can you say hi to Piers?
Scared the shit out of me.
Say
Chris.
hi to
He
Piers.
said hi back.
Oh, also
I love
tell
you.
him that Move On is a banger and I love it.
Move On is a banger and he loves it.
Chris is a banger and I love it.
Love it, love him.
I said love him.
Oh,
Why can't we just record an episode without anything happening? Why are we incapable? Like, is this what
going
you
through
people
something
enjoy?
right now.
Do you like coming to
and
this
it's
every week?
always on my end as well. The chaos always comes from me.
No, okay,
Pippin
no,
has been
okay.
well
I've got to.
behaved.
Let's be real about this. The chaos may come from you, and it's then fueled by me, who for some reason can't resist but laugh about it or come back to it every 10 seconds. So we're equally responsible for the mess that the World's Rights podcast is. But hey, you're still listening, so thanks for sticking with it. I would say it gets better. It doesn't.
Stop getting on the fucking floor!
He's here again!
Serviette.
Thank you. I don't think I'm gonna eat this whilst we're recording. I'm gonna drink the drink, but I don't think I can eat sushi. It's probably a bit messy.
Oh my god. Oh no. You what? I'm gonna edit out as little as possible from this week's episode. People are gonna
glad to hear
finally see all of the stuff that I normally edit out, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, Chris is awesome at editing normally."
He's so good at editing. I've got trust issues now. I keep looking back behind me.
Understandably. Understandably. Did you hear him coming this time?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
But I
Does his head just pop up and you're like, oh.
essentially.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
look. Welcome to the
Music
music
section.
section, everyone.
Marina.
Hi, it's good to see you. Let's talk about Purge the Poison by Marina.
So, really like this song,
Oh,
and I've heard about Marina for a few years now, but I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
never really like ventured down that path, and I don't know why, because I am now regretting that. And I feel like her, but Lord / Willow is what I put down as who she sounds like. This track reminds me of, not like completely, but there's hints of that. So if you like Willow or if you like Lord, you're probably gonna like her music. And it's like old school, but with this new vocal style and production. So I put down about the instrumental sounding a bit like Arcade Fire.
yeah.
Did you get that?
Fair,
like-
fair, I feel that.
And then the vocals, yeah, it's sort of fitting more like Lord when she's singing properly, and then when she starts doing it's not quite rap, but more spoken singing, more like Willow. Sorry, I did that very badly, but I'm trying to.
You're still trying to recover, aren't you?
Trying to recover a bit.
Alright, well, I can agree. I think there's definitely a quality. I hadn't realised it until you said it. There's definitely like a Lord kind of quality in the voice. They have
Yeah.
some kind of very similar. There's something there that you can't quite put your finger on, but yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I've never listened. Like, I know a few songs by Marina. I don't know. I guess I haven't. Maybe I'm in the same boat as you in that I know of her. I know a few songs, but I've never really listened much. I don't know why.
Yeah, and
Because
that's
she
the
is-
thing. I just don't know.
I mean, I
Don't
love
know
she has
why.
this thing of her voice where she like slips into falsetto,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
I've
like
heard
effortless.
that.
There's no working, but it just happens. Like, and it's just such a skill thing to be so controlled to be able to like just switch
So
into that
talented.
and make it sound good. Like, it's awesome.
And you know how with a lot of pop artists you can't tell how much is production and how much is vocal quality, whereas
Yeah.
with her, you know she's got a banging voice.
Yeah.
You can just hear it.
Definitely, it feels very real. And I mean, okay, I'm about to go on to lyrics. So I don't know if you have anything else to say about like.
Oh, I didn't even look at the lyrics because I was just enjoying like the feel of it and stuff.
Well, the overanalyzer here has looked at lyrics, and can I say they're fucking awesome lyrics. Like, so it covers so much in such a short space of time. Like, so it was released last year, in May last year. But so I like this bit at the end of the first verse. Quarantined all alone, Mother Nature's on the phone. What have you been doing? Don't forget, I am your home. Virus come, fires burn, until human beings learn from every disaster, you are not my master.
Wait, so she recorded that pretty quickly then? Because most...
Yeah. Exactly. Like, the turnaround on that is fucking mental. Like...
That's that never happens. It's always months.
Yeah. And, like,
People
apparently
hold
in
on
May
to an
last year,
album
she,
for
like,
nearly a
she'd
year.
already released snippets of it. She's like, yeah, here's a song I've done.
That's amazing.
And the weird thing is how, like, relevant so much of it is. So you got that bit, yeah. And then it goes on, it's, need to purge the poison, show us our humanity, all the bad and good, racism and misogyny. And it's like, okay, so all these problems are already there. I know that racism and misogyny was still very much a thing last year and etc. But, like, it's amazing how relevant that's still... That could have been written, like, yesterday.
Yeah.
And it would still feel as if it
That's
was
scary.
perfectly relevant in every single way.
Yeah.
And, like, it covers on... It carries on, like, 2007, when Size Zero was the rage, Britney shaved her head and all we did was call her crazed.
Oh my god.
That's
No,
fucking
obviously with
mental,
Free
given all the
Britney.
stuff that's happening with Britney at the moment. Like,
Wow.
it's so weird. It's just such an awesome song. Lyrically, it's weird how relevant it can be in, you know, mid to, you know, end of going towards the second half of 2021. And, like, I like that kind of feeling of reminding us that, I think it's something that came out of the pandemic, that, like, we're a lot more aware of the impact we have on the world around us.
Yeah.
Especially because there's so many stories when COVID first happened of, like, towns where, I think it was a town in Wales where, like, goats basically took over the town centre. Because
Amazing.
there was no one there. Like, it was like when we were in full-on lockdown. No one was there. So these goats just turn up and they're roaming around and, like, doing their thing. And no one's there to do anything about them. And they're just having a good time. And it's like... It's weird when you think... You suddenly... It's a very real how much of an impact we've had on, like, climate change... carbon emissions, sorry. How much they dropped off a cliff when it turns out that none of us were flying or driving anywhere. And, like... We weren't doing so much.
And all the wildlife, like all the hedgehogs and foxes,
Yeah.
and everyone was coming out.
The fact that people were saying, oh, I'm hearing birds I haven't heard in ages because the background noise of the city and all the stuff is just gone.
Wasn't there somewhere that there was a lot of there was a lot of pollution in the air, and then they could see stars for the first time
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That was abroad, wasn't it? That was like
I think
not
so.
not China. Was it?
I can't remember. I wanted to say America, but maybe...
Oh.
I can't remember. But yes, I agree. Yeah, exactly. Like, and it's depressing, but it's also just true that how much of an impact human beings have on the planet and the world, and how, you know, we probably should be a little bit kinder because we've really done quite a lot to nature and things. The fact that it's nice that if human beings were to disappear tomorrow, which obviously would be a bad thing, nature would just kind of be there. Like, it doesn't need us. It would just pop back in and be like, all right, this is ours now. The song is awesome. It touches on so much in a very short space. It's 3 minutes, right? And the amount that she manages to get, like, I don't actually believe she takes a breath. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not convinced she breathes. I don't think there's time for her
Does
to
she breathe?
Like, it is awesome. I fucking love it. So hey, look, Marina is a legend. That's what I'm saying. That's my hot take.
I was gonna try and add something, but I just agree.
Point well made.
Was going to hit you with Sam. Oh, I'm gonna fuck this up.
Oh, okay. I think Sam Galatry.
Galatry.
I could be wrong.
But Duo is the
Yes.
song. I should have just said Duo and left you to struggle with the name.
Yeah, why? Well, you know, I'm always happy to struggle.
I feel like I'm talking really like nasally now after like lung failure.
It's fine. No one's expecting good things from this.
But anyway, with this song, I love it the whole way through. Though I was like, this reminds me of another song, and I couldn't think of what it was. And I worked out what it was.
Okay.
Do you have any artists that you think might sound a bit similar, or a song?
I can't place it, and it's really annoying. I had the same thing as you. The first time I listened, and every time since, I thought this is really reminding me of something, and I'm hoping you're gonna like put me out of my misery.
1975, Somebody Else.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Okay, like even if it means pausing for a sec, just listen to it.
Yes, I feel that.
And that's not like a bad thing that it sounds like that.
No,
It just
no,
really
no.
reminded me.
1975 are great.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just a like refreshing piece of music, and just sort of made me smile and reminded me of the 1975, which is not a bad thing.
Always a good thing. Would you like to know something
Always a good thing.
about this?
Hit me.
So he is a producer. He's done a lot of like production of things. He's from Scotland. But this is the first time he's sung on a song.
No.
He doesn't normally. He's never sung on his own song. This is the first time he's ever sung on a song.
You silly sausage.
You wouldn't
Do
believe it at all,
more.
right?
No. It is like a scary thing though, and I'm guessing it was probably that, like being a producer as well. I'm guessing he edited his own vocals, and that is kind of stressful. Very stressful.
So, I mean, obviously he's a talented musician. No one was doubting that, but I think to then get on the other side of the microphone and be singing, that's got to be a different kind of thing, you know.
And people don't realise how much work goes into producing a track. A lot of the time, songwriting credits go to producers because of the input that they have. It's because they're brilliant. Like,
I actually this week have been working on. So I realised basically I listened to my mic last week on the podcast. Can I say right now, I apologise to anyone who had to listen to it because my mic sounded awful. It was dreadful.
I listened to it and I didn't think it sounded.
It was dreadful. I hated it.
Maybe
And so
that was the week before.
and I've been recording some video stuff, and it just sounded awful. I was really annoyed. And I was like, fuck it, I need to fix this. So I delved into the world of like EQing and stuff. I set up a parametric EQ on the mic and like did all the stuff, and like set up a noise gate compressor, all that kind of stuff. And I spent, I would say, 2 evenings after work this week for like a couple of hours each night, just sat there tweaking settings, trying to find that perfect point, because like the tiniest change can make such a huge difference to the sound and the quality of what gets picked up. I ended up having to ask Matt for help actually, because I needed a little bit more guidance on what I was actually doing. And it's like, it gives you a new appreciation for people who do it, like on, for example, producing and things, and mixing and mastering all that stuff. It's that skill that you, to be able to do that well. Like I'm not pretending that I did it. It took me a long while, and I don't know entirely what I did in the end. I got to a point where it sounded good, and I was like, that will do. But like, I agree, production is so immensely skilled. You have to really know what you're doing to get it right and to do it well. And I think he does, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Like, definitely just get yourself out there. You've done it now. You've done the track. I mean, don't let anything stop you. Do not let confidence like get in the way. Just fuck
Absolutely.
it.
I mean, your voice is awesome, and let's keep it going. My God, the only thing that annoyed me about this song is that it ended too soon.
Oh yeah, it's only 2 minutes, isn't it?
And I mean, to be fair, if it had been longer, maybe you'd be like, oh, dragged a bit. But like, it's good. It left me wanting more, and in that sense, you've ticked all the boxes. Sam, you're great, and keep making the banging music. Also, 1975 are awesome. Shouts out.
Okay, hit me with one.
Yeah, let's go for. Oh, okay. I Think You Look Better in Yellow by Ferris and Sylvester. Such a feel-good song.
It's so wholesome, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely.
It's
I
just
was listening to it when you messaged me earlier on. And we're like, "Oh, are you ready to start soon?" I was just finishing making my cup of tea, and like while I'm waiting for it to brew and stuff, I'm just sat there listening to the song, just vibing, dancing around in my kitchen, and it's awesome.
Actually, speaking of production, I thought the production on this song, all of the instrumentation, it's like there's so many instruments, so much going on in it, and even like backing vocals at points. The production is beautiful. It's so wholesome.
Fantastic. Like it's all balanced. Like nothing feels overpowered. Everything is at the right level, and it's got the right kind of things. It's those little touches of like the brass coming in at one point, and you just hear it like it's a little bit off in a distance.
Exactly.
Like,
it's just
nice.
so well done. Like it's just sophisticated. That's how I would describe it. This duo, I can't remember like why I followed them. There was a reason I followed them years and years ago, other than like just their music. They were either working with someone that I knew, or I'd seen an advert with them in, something like that. But it was quite a long time ago now, and I saw on their Instagram that they were playing this really cute sort of folksy festival, and I thought, I'll just have another listen to them, and I was like, oh my god, they've grown so much, and their music has really evolved, and I just thought it was very sweet but sophisticated. That's what I'm going with. And I always like doing this. I always like saying another artist that they're similar to.
Yeah.
As a way of, I think it helps if people can think, oh, they sound like so and so.
Sometimes it helps you understand. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, especially as you're not listening to the track while we're talking. And the other side of it is, if you know I say, oh yeah, he's like the 1975, and you like the 1975, you'll be more likely to listen to, like Sam, for example. I'm not gonna. He's downgraded to just Sam because I can't say his last name. But yeah,
that's an us problem, by the way, not a Sam problem.
It's not a
we
Sam
suck.
Problem. I should have put it into Google Translate.
Yeah, we should always be doing this every time. We just suck.
But Ferris and Sylvester, sat like the female's vocals. She sounds quite a lot like Jade Bird. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I see that.
And I wouldn't have thought that originally because of the sort of instrumental side's a bit different. But then the more I listened, I was like, yeah, this is quite Jade Birdie and Birdie. And I thought that was just really cool.
It is. I've just been reading this article here about them recording the EP.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you know about the fact that they recorded it in their kitchen and living room in their flat.
Yeah, that makes sense. That I'd seen a lot of they used to post on Instagram in their little cutesy kitchen dining room area thing, I think.
It's just like, it's like literally they said, we insulated our whole kitchen living room area and invited in all our favourite musicians. The trumpet player is on there, cellist, drummer, bass player.
I didn't know about the other. Oh wow.
They all came in and we recorded it in our slippers whilst I was knitting most of the time. Like, I love this. The more I read about this, the more I fall in love with it. Like, that's such a sweet vibe. It really fits with the whole wholesome vibe of the song.
Oh.
And also, it doesn't sound anything. It sounds like it was recorded in a full-on studio.
I wonder if one of them produced it then.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm just gonna have a look at the song credits. It doesn't have who it's produced by, so maybe it was produced by them.
It's very good. I like it, and I can't believe I never heard them before.
Really good. Yeah, and they've still they're still relatively small. Like they're on the up.
Yeah.
But they're worth Like they will do well.
Oh,
they,
hell
like,
yeah. They should. They definitely
think-
should.
If you like Nora Jones and people like that, you will also.
Good shout.
'Cause
Good shout.
Like Jade Bird is obviously quite a modern. She's all like more pop. Oh, I don't know how to. She's like a poppy, folky feel.
Yeah.
But I feel like the old schoolers, like the soulful Nora Jonesy fans, will also enjoy.
Absolutely. It's and it just makes you feel good.
It's a feel good banger, Pippin.
Feel good banger. Pippin would love it. I can say that's a Pippin approved song.
Pippin approved. Oh
hit
yeah,
me.
Yeah, hit you. Okay, so Swing Lin, because I
Okay.
want to know how you came across this.
So I came across. Well, okay. So someone on Twitch, in Twitch chat, suggested it. They were like, "Oh, I've just listened to a song," and I checked it out. I was like, "Nice." And then I realized why I recognized it. It's TikTok again.
TikTok
TikTok
has
again.
fucking. I don't know if it's ruined our lives or made our lives so much better. It's
Tell you what,
somewhere in
TikTok
between.
comes in for a lot of shit, but there's so much good music I've discovered through TikTok.
There's so much good music. Like, I feel like every week there's at least one person that I've found off TikTok. So yeah, I yeah, it's TikTok. It's great. This song really just makes me think movie montage, which is probably why it did so well on TikTok.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just, you know, when you're on holiday, I don't know if you've like in your head you thought, oh, it'd be so great if I did a vlog when I'm on holiday and I'm like the main character, like, oh, I'm going to the bar or whatever, I don't know. This song is what plays in your brain whilst you're going and doing that.
Yeah, definitely. I had this thing where, you know, when you imagine things like as a music video, you can imagine it in your mind.
Yeah,
Like-
when you're in the car, you're staring out the window, it's raining, and you're like,
Yeah. See, with this one, I can imagine it like, you know, those old like I forget what they're called, but like the like film camcorder things.
yeah. This is
What's
my
it called?
brain.
I forget. And it's like that, and you can imagine it like being sunny, like you're sat in the car. You've got those
This
shots
is-
where you look round and like the person looks at you and smiles, whatever, and it's got that kind of like sweet summer kind of timeless vibes that just kind of
Did I
Yeah.
ever make you watch the film Submarine?
you did.
Yes.
You did. We
And
watched it.
It gives me that vibe.
I see that. I can see
not,
that for sure.
Although a more happy version. but,
Obviously
like,
happier than Submarine. Yeah. Go
the
on.
style of like pans out and it just
Yeah. It's
um,
very it's funny because like lyrically there's not a lot to it. Like it's basically one verse which like comes back to it. But it just works so well. You don't need a lot for a song to really
No.
work.
I think the other thing that helps it move along is the guitar melody line.
Yeah.
And it's very thin, which is kind of unusual these days. A lot of the time, everything's about fat bass,
Yeah.
like chugging guitars.
Yeah, it's
I put-
always the effects on there and everything, yeah.
Yeah, and with this, it's got. You're gonna like this. I put down that the thin melody line, even though the melody line is nothing like it, it reminds me of "In My Place" by Coldplay.
Yes, I was literally just thinking that.
Really. So
I was just
interesting.
thinking that as you were saying it. I was like, oh, it kind of sounds like In My Place. Yes.
Yeah, because it's sort of led by this thin, like guitar melody, you know, and it just works. It just
And I like
pulls
it. It's
along.
that kind of feel of like someone just like it's kind of thing I could go and pick up my guitar now and play that, and it wouldn't
Resemble
sound
something
that
similar.
dissimilar.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
like that sometimes. It's nice, you know. Sometimes you
Yeah.
don't. We were saying about production, and you know, this is another example in my mind of good production, in that sometimes you don't need a lot. You know, it doesn't have to be punchy, fat bass and
I love
chugging
how we're
guitars
saying
and
this,
stuff.
and the song we're gonna move on to next is literally that.
Which is not a bad thing. No, I just think it's a great. So, like, you probably know it if you're on TikTok.
Oh yeah, you definitely
probably
will if
heard
you're on
it.
TikTok.
And go and listen to the full song in its own
I
right,
think
because it's an awesome song.
actually that is one. Sorry, I keep interrupting you this
No,
episode.
no, go for it.
I was just gonna say, like with TikTok, it's very easy to hop on these trends and listen to these like 15-second clips of the songs, but remember these artists are getting paid fuck all, so go and actually listen to the whole track.
Absolutely.
Do it.
Go check them out.
Go give them
if
that.
you like the 15-second
0.00.
clip, you might like the whole song. And so
Yeah.
why not go somewhere else where they'll also get paid very little to listen to them, and then maybe, you know, check them out. Go and buy one of their songs. Do that. Buy their music. I know it's not popular these days, but hey, it helps a little bit of money get back to them. So why not?
I also forgot with Spotify. So you know Spotify, it's something like 0.004.
Oh, it's trash.
P,
Yeah.
But you also forget that I was reminded of this when doing the publishing stuff, was that you sign normally about 50% away to your publisher.
Yeah.
So then, and then if it's co-written, then it gets split up even more. So actually you're making like 0.002p or 0.001p.
When you start
person,
dividing, when everyone else gets their cut and their piece of the pie, you're like, it might have 1 million like listens, but that's not.
Yeah,
That
it's
doesn't actually
nothing.
equate to very much, which is sad, I guess.
So yeah, stream these artists. Get them
Stream
out
it,
there.
listen. If you feel like it, do a Chris thing. But I actually bought some albums this week. No, last week actually. I told you about it. I bought the Arlo Parks album.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
that's so cute.
And it's been a lovely one in my car this week. You know, the aircon not being there has been horrible, but Arlo Park singing has been beautiful. Let's
Oh
go.
yeah, sorry. I keep
Buzzkill
getting
by
distracted.
Moffica. Yeah.
Buzzkill. So TikTok again.
This
Woo!
is TikTok. Nice.
TikTok. So Moffica. I first saw her when she did a remix of a Bring Me the Horizon song.
Oh,
And
that
Bring
makes
Me the
perfect
Horizon
sense.
responded to her on TikTok, and
Nice.
then like overnight she blew up. This was like a long time ago now. Must have been about a year ago, and she's been pumping out music, and it's brilliant. And I think I did that thing where I followed her religiously on TikTok, but didn't bother streaming her that much. And then like the other day I was like, why am I not listening to the whole song? Why am I just listening to this minute clip? Like let's bang it on the playlist and appreciate, you know, her music properly. And yeah, it's that sort of modern rock. It's that pop rock, but
Mhm.
tastefully done. When you say pop rock, it sounds like some people, like rockers, are like, oh, it's not rock. But it's not just pop. It's got a chugging guitar, it's got the heavy like electronic drums, it's got that. It's
I
like
always
Bring Me
get
the
worried
Horizon.
when you talk about like, not when you, but like when generally we talk about genres of things.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you say pop rock and suddenly people are like, nah, it's not the one. Pop rock, that's not real rock. It's like, you don't even listen to the fucking song. Like, you can't judge it based on that purely. But it was just what you were saying about, you know, rockers and things.
Yeah, there's some people, like some people can be really like genre knobs, as I'm gonna call them,
Yeah,
and
I like that term.
genre knobs. Yeah,
Don't be a genre knob.
it actually inspired of you probably put two and two together with Pierce, like with the Toffees, not this EP, the last EP, This Ain't Pop, which came out of the argument of, we don't want to say we're a rock band because, like, you know, they're not just doing rocky stuff, they're doing a bit of pop, a bit of indie. Like there's lots of, you know, when you're inspired by like the Beatles, but then you like Easy Life, you like Ash Nico, there's influences from all these different genres, and there's so
You don't want to
many
be pigeonholed.
subgenres.
You don't want to be categorized and then
No.
like forced into making stuff. Like, you want to be called a rock band and then be like, right, well, every song you make has to be rock. And if you dare to release anything that's remotely not rock,
Exactly.
then you know you've let everyone down and you're a failure. And it's like, you don't want that. So that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and I guess with Mothka, it's this hybrid, a bit like Yonica, where you've got a very like you chugging guitars and all of that, but then the voice is more pop, which suits a lot of like female voices more, I think.
Yeah.
To not force that harsh. You know who does it really well is Sigrid. Sorry, just to bring up Sigrid again.
Yes.
She's got that rasp. Sorry, not to take away from Mothka. Mothka is brilliant. Like, we love Mothka.
Sorry, I just love Sigrid. I'm sorry.
Yas, queen.
Yes, queen. Okay, no, come on.
But with Sigrid, like, she has this really angelic voice, so soft and so sweet, and then all of a sudden you get a little rasp, and you're like, oh, come on, Dave Grohl, come on. You hop out of this this young woman's body.
Yeah, and that's real. It's real. I love it. What was I gonna say?
Sorry, I went on a tangent. Sorry.
No, you're right. I had so many thoughts. I mean, again, while you were talking, Piers listened to something else. Now listening to this is a Piers Nolan update. "Take Your Mama" by Scissor Sisters, another fucking banger of a song. Can I say Scissor Sisters are awesome? I love them. Also, side note again, my sister has been wearing the Toffees t-shirt that she got. She loves the t-shirt. And
that's brilliant.
It gets even better. She went and wore out with a meeting of her friends yesterday.
Yeah.
Her friends were like, "Who's this band? Who are they?" So they listened to the Toffees.
That's so
the
cute.
Toffees.
The Toffees. I was gonna.
They listened to the Toffees official UK. They listened, yeah, and they loved it. They absolutely loved it. All of them were so into it. They loved it. They were listening to the Saint Pop.
Oh,
Loved
amazing.
it. They thought it was a banger. Like, one of them compared them to, they were like, "Oh, it's got that kind of royal blood feel," and I was like,
yes.
Piers is gonna love that.
Piers is gonna wet himself.
Piers is gonna fucking love that. One of them, another one, apparently, I think they compared. There was a song that they compared to like Kiss or something.
Oh wow!
And it was like, damn, and like these guys have got varied music tastes. So
yes, we love some cool kids.
Basically, my sister promoted, and
I love
people
this.
enjoyed. So there's some new fans there. Oh, and another side note, while I've actually got it on the mind, a friend of mine, another white guy I met on Twitch, was listening to the podcast, and he said, he listened to the podcast and he thinks your laugh is really infectious. He loves it. He said you've got a great laugh and it's a really infectious laugh and it makes him smile. And I was like, that's really sweet. He listens to the podcast each week. So hey Dylan, if you're listening,
I think
awesome.
Your laugh is infectious though. Oh great. We're
My
just
laugh is
diseasing
something.
people with laughing.
Well, yeah, I mean this episode is really paid to that. Yes, so anyway, look, Mothika, I mean, having had a kind of like heart to do it, is, oh my god, he's listening to Plug In Baby by Muse. Sorry.
Do you want to just marry him? You can use my dress.
I will. I'll marry him. It's cool. Anyway, look, this song. Lyrically, it's pretty intense. I don't know if you know what the lyrics are about.
I looked at this, and I'm not sure if I understood. You tell me what you think, because I thought the lyrics were bits and pieces, but have you got a narrative?
Yeah. So I found something she'd said herself, and she said, this is a song about reclaiming power taken from you. In my case, it's about my first sexual experience being an assault from my youth pastor. I'm finally sharing my story, even if it makes me a buzzkill.
I thought one of her other songs was about, maybe they're both about it, but so I didn't put two and two together. That makes more sense now. I won't keep your secrets now, you can't keep my volume down. Makes sense. I thought that was about being female, but that works in multiple ways.
No, for sure. It, and it's quite it's very real, and like it's obviously words can't do it justice. It's wrong. It's clearly so wrong that that's happened. And I really admire the strength that you must need to tell the world about this so open. Like, yeah, you're putting it in a song, a song is so often like you bearing your soul open to the world, and this is, you know, so real and so horrible and so disgusting something to happen.
I think as well that it's something you never truly get over. So as soon
Yeah.
as you share that part of your life with people, it's not like I've talked about it, it's gone now. You know that she probably, I don't know, like it's on her mind that people know about this. So when she's talking to someone, she's like, oh, you know, are you thinking about that? And it takes up a whole chunk of your brain, really, I think. And I think that's so brave to be that role model.
Absolutely, yeah. Like she said, she's taken that power back. She's taken that, and she's made it into a. She's owning it. You know, she's like, "Hey, this happened to me, and it was wrong. The person who did this is disgusting, but I'm not gonna let them silence me. I'm not gonna let them stop me." And that's, you know, that's a level of strength, inner strength, and you know, it. Honestly, I admire it so much. It must take so much to do that, and you know.
Oh
So
God,
it's great. It's great.
reading the lyrics now, it just makes it so much more uncomfortable and sort of sick. You just
Hmm.
it didn't it didn't properly make sense to me before. I thought it was just sort of metaphorical, talking about different aspects of life, and now, oh, and it doesn't, you know, the feel of the song is quite upbeat, you know.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. But like, you know, it. Yeah. I mean, just yeah. I
We
didn't. I
really
didn't even have
admire
words.
you. I think
I,
that ultimately we really admire you. You're helping so many people by being open, and
I would say you're not being a buzzkill. You've done an awesome thing in being, you know, you're telling the world about this, and I hope that, you know, I hope that the guy who did this to you hears it, and I hope he knows that you've not let him win.
yeah,
You've not let him. You know, you've taken that power back as you should do, and you've, you know, nothing can make that right. But you know, it's crazy. You know, so strong. So just yeah. I what can I even say? I don't even know what to say. Just yeah, you're awesome.
yeah. Like aside, fundamentally, you're a great songwriter, a great musician, great
Yeah.
singer.
Yeah,
And
it's
that
it's
is
an awesome song in its own right. Like if you,
you, yeah, and you can just make music for the sake of it, and I
Yeah,
think
and
the
that's
fact
valid.
that you've made it about something so personal just is, yeah, inspiring.
To make that, to share it with the world, props to you.
We love you, Queen.
Hell yes. Yas
Yes,
Queen.
Queen.
Absolutely. That's a Yas Queen award right there. And I really realized that it immediately it ruins the moment. Piers is now listening to I Don't Feel Like Dancing, and
don't feel like dancing.
all I can say is that when this is done, I'm basically gonna go and listen to
Jam with
Sisters
him.
and watch the Grand Tour, which is a weird combination. So there you go. Thanks
Fake
for
it till you
listening.
make it. Wait, you twat. Did you forget? You
Forgot my own last song. Hi everyone, welcome back. No, okay. Fake it till you make
Hi
it.
guys,
My God.
welcome to episode 22.1.
Hey.
Wait, 2.2.
Oh god. Look, yes, fake it till you make it. My god. I can't believe I forgot. It's such a good song as well. I can't believe I forgot about it.
Yes, I'm going to turn my page. I took notes this week. You proud?
I'm very proud of you.
Although this one was slightly lacking in notes, because I just put summer indie pop banger, makes you want to dance.
Yes.
What One Direction. and when I
Yeah. No. I see that. I do.
and when I say One Direction, okay, I was at Peg. That's my fucking coffee. You can't have coffee. You'll shit yourself.
Oh god. Oh no.
So I'm just gonna continue like that didn't happen.
I think you're gonna have to.
One Direction. Okay, so I was never a One Directioner. What do you call them? Directioner? I don't know. Whatever their fan base is called. And I'm not particularly a Harry Styles fan or anything like that. But One Direction do catch you very well.
Yeah.
And Dreamers is like what I wish One Direction were. Sorry, I'm probably gonna get fucking cancelled for not licking Harry Styles' arse. But this is what I wanted One Direction to be like, and congratulations to you. I don't know if you like One Direction, Dreamers, but you are doing great things.
I hadn't thought about it until you said it. I definitely hear the, like, maybe early One. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, not like. Well, I mean, I don't really know what defines.
I don't really know
one.
Yeah, I'm talking about One Direction as if I listen to them. I don't. I mean, if you like One Direction, good for
And
you.
we're not trying to be cool here. We're not like, oh no, we don't like One Direction.
No, I'm not trying to be cool.
oh,
It's just not really my thing.
yeah,
just-
But it's that feel. It's that feel of like.
Yeah. I mean,
feel
obviously,
good.
we've heard songs by One Direction and Harry Styles. It's definitely got that. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. No, everything you said, I fully agree with. I mean, I don't have anything lyrically really to say. I mean, it's just good. It's kind of, in a way, it's kind of like my Better in Yellow for this week. It's that kind of like just wholesome summer vibes.
Yes.
It's doing its thing. It's just a nice. It made me again have a little dance while I was in the kitchen. Basically, I mean, if you could see inside the kitchen when I'm making a cup of tea, it's just me like
Bopping.
vibing, having a great one. Yeah, I just like it. It's just a feel good song.
I think as well, like the whole fake it till you make it. It just whenever I'm getting anxious about something, I have that in my brain. Fake it till you make it. Like if you're not confident, pretend you're confident.
I realised that is that not just what we're all doing in adult life, basically, with everything.
Adults are pretending they know what they do, and when they get something right, you brag about it like you knew what you're doing all along, and when you get something wrong, you blame it on something. That's
much.
what adulthood is like.
I don't know how to edit a podcast. Not really. Like, I still don't really know. So I'm basically just faking it, and it seems to go down all right. People seem to like it, listening, and it doesn't seem too horrendous. So I guess I'm faking it, but that doesn't. Yeah, I'm proud of what I do. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Lots of my adult life is based on like, got no fucking idea what I'm doing. So I guess I'll just try. Do some shit, see what happens. If it works out well, everyone's a winner.
I'll pretend I know how to fix cars until I.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if it goes well, and it has. I mean, I have replaced things on my car, and it's gone well. I replaced all the speakers on my car. That was given that I've never done anything like that. That went well. That's a win. So
I'm impressed.
it is possible for me to do it, and sometimes it's not. And fuck it. Also, Piers is listening to Grace Kelly now, and that's just.
Oh my god.
He's fucking into. Just telling you, if you ever split up, man's hooks.
Oi.
I'm there, ready and waiting.
Really
I'd like to dedicate episode 22 to Piers Nolan. He's had such an influence on this, from crawling in on the floor and bringing you a nice coffee,
yeah.
and then coming back with a serviette, to listening to music and distracting me throughout the entire music section.
I
Piers
wish I
Nolan.
had my Apple
guy.
Watch on to like fucking track my heart rate from this episode, from laughing to then having a minor heart attack.
I am wearing my watch, so I might have to look at it in a little while and see what's going on.
I just wish I got the moment where I shit myself because I thought I was patting the dog and it was patting Pierce. Oh,
I really hope that's on. Is that on video? Please tell me that's
you
on
can't
video.
see Pierce on the floor.
I can see you going to
but
pat
you
the head.
can. Yeah, I think so. Oh.
Beautiful. That, my friends, is a clip ready and waiting.
It's been a rocky road. But yeah.
Sorry, I
thank
just
you
listened.
guys.
Piers was listening to something else, and I just said banger out loud. Let's not. Okay, look. Thanks for listening to the podcast. I'm sorry that we continue to be hot messes. But hey, if you didn't like it, you wouldn't be listening. So.
Yas,
go.
queens.
Yas, queens. And we will see you next week in episode 23. We'll be back. It'll be a whole thing. And we'll probably talk about some other shit.
Bye.
Bye.